Hi everyone, Monique here, Intuitive Soul Savant. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Uh, Today we're going to have a look at another number. We've already looked at the energetic vibration of the number 8, and today we're looking at the energetic vibration of the number 4. Now you may have a birthday that equals number 4, the birthday, or you might have a life path that equals number 4. And you find out your life path number by adding up your whole birthday, the day, the month, and the year. And make sure that you put the century in. Okay, 19th century or 20th century. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any 18th century people hanging around these days. That would be amazing. All right, let's get into it. So number 4s can be the 4th, the 13th. 13 is the karmic number of the number 4. So if you're born on the 13th, you're coming in on a karmic number. Please go and check that out. You could be the 22nd. That is a master number, 22/4. In numerology, we don't add 1 and 1 together, or 2 and 2, or 3 and 3, or 4 and 4. They're called master numbers, okay? But we're not going to look too deeply into that today, except for the master number 22/4, okay? And another number, 31. You could be born on the 31st, or your birth date could equal 31. Now, I did a video on 8, and 8 and 4 are very, very similar numbers. I like to say 8 is karma and 4 is fate. And as I get through these energies, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I myself are a life path number 4. So I very much understand this energy. I wasn't born with this energy. I've had to walk towards this energy to understand this energy. Because that was my soul's purpose in this life. So we've got the numbers 4, the karmic number 13, the master number 22, and the 31. Now, what I'm going to talk about is the positive qualities of all 4s, so that you can look around your friends and family, find out who your 4s are, what buildings are you living in, number plates, your work address. There's numbers everywhere. There is numbers everywhere, and I see them. They stand out to me like flowers, and I love flowers. So this is to help you understand the energy of the number 4, okay? But we're going to look at the 4 people, because these people are carrying that vibration within their journey here on earth as human beings. So number 4s are patient, okay, and they're persevering. They're hard workers. Look, let's just get it out there. Number 4, it's earth energy, rules the sign of Taurus. Now, this is where we're going to get into it here. I'm going to give you all of this energy, and I want you guys to decide, because I went on to Google, and this 4 energy was allocated to Pisces and Leo, and wow, this is not Pisces and this is not Leo, okay? If anything, this is the earth signs of Taurus, and I even feel a little bit of that Virgo energy in with the number 4, okay? And the planet, unbelievably, is Uranus. Uranus rules this 4 energy. And remember, with the 8, Saturn ruled the 8 energy. And now we're coming into, this evolutionary Pluto transiting into the Aquarian energy, and that rules the collective. And maybe, this Uranus ruled number 4, maybe we could all learn a little bit about this. But definitely those born on the birthday of the 4 and the life path of the 4 very much hold these traits, or are working towards mastering these traits, is probably better said. So patience, persevering. They're the hard workers. They're the worker bees. They are organized. See that Virgo energy? They're very organized. They will get the job done. And to get the job done and be persevering, you need patience. So if you need someone who's got a great deal of patience, go to your 4s. They're very detailed around whatever they're doing. They like to plan. They like to be organized and planned, and their attitudes are very systematic, right? Like the Virgo, and also even like the Capricorn. So this is an earth energy, this number 4, all right? This manifests materialistically, you know? So they also, now this is a thing that we need to understand about 4s. And this is something I needed to understand about 4s. As a person with a lot of rebellious freedom nature in myself, it's been a really long slog to come in alignment with this number 4, because there's limitations and restrictions with number 4. There's limitations and restrictions here on earth, right? Right? We all agree there is limitations. You can't just do whatever you want to do. But anyone that's chosen a 4 life path, they're here to learn to balance their nature, to not fight these limitations. Because a number 4, if you're fighting the restrictions and limitations that you find come to you, right, there's no fight. This will be the lesson, is accepting the limitations of life. And here's the key: by accepting those limitations in life, there lies your success. So moving through the limitations, there is success. Because you're very self-disciplined. 4 is very self-disciplined. It's direct. It has a direct path, direct goals. It's got a high morality. The 4s, you know, they're fair. They speak truth. They're a loyal friend and they're a loyal partner. They've got great memories. They're reliable. They have a scientific mind. The Uranus ruling, see? So we've got to understand that Uranus is the great awakener. The great awakener. So really, on Earth here, we haven't awakened. Some of you might be woke, but to me, woke means that you've awakened to the fact that the government and our leaders aren't our mummies and daddies, and perhaps don't have our best interests at heart. Okay, so security and stability. That's what we all want here. So Uranus is here to awaken us. Security and stability. Everybody wants that within their own lives, and many want it for the communities, their families, and their countries. We want it for everybody. Okay, now the negative side of this number 4 energy is, because the 4s are so disciplined, such good hard workers, so reliable, balanced, you know, they're not up and down, you know, bit of a flat line. You've got Taurus energy that rules the 4, slow and steady wins the race. Well, because 4s are like this, the negative attribute of this energy is expecting everybody else to be like that. And Capricorns can do this too. They suffer this same frustration with people because they are the way they are. They expect everybody to bring the same results, the same workload, and the same energy, and not everybody's the same. So as soon as 4s realise that they're a little special in the area of earth matters and being organised and planning and building, because they are legacy builders, 4s. The 22 master number, 22/4, is a great legacy builder. These people can be so steadfast that they can create buildings and big dreams, right? So this is the capability of the 4. And if you want to create big dreams in life, there's a steadfastness that's required. There's a focus. There's a discipline. to get to wherever you want to get to in life. There's an apprenticeship. So with 4s, be easy on others. And if you're not a 4 and the 4's coming towards you, just understand that they have high expectations because they bring it. All right, they bring it. They have their high expectations, and they may take on too much. That's another negative quality of the 4. When we say negative, we mean mundane, low vibrational, right? Too earthy, so to speak, right? Too earthy. So they can take on too much here. And they can be bullheaded, hence the Taurus zodiac sign. Very stubborn, very bullheaded, but you've got to be bullheaded. You've got it. It's a paradox. You've got to be bullheaded to be able to achieve earthly desires, but not over the top. Okay, not bullheaded just for the sake of being bullheaded. And Uranus rules Aquarius. Taurus, Aquarius, they're fixed energies. And maybe that's why people think that Leo, another fixed energy, relates to this 4. I mean, you know, you can see these characteristics in Leos, not Pisces. I don't know where that one came from. I think it was an Indian site that I looked at. You know, I follow the I Ching, a very old divination, which is around the numbers, and Pythagoras' theorem. All right, but I also have memory from pre-Pythagoras, okay, that I add in with my numerology readings and consultations. Yeah, so negative qualities: expecting too much of others, taking on too much themselves, workaholism, big one, workaholism, the same for Taurus energy, Virgo energy, and Capricorn. All those earth signs in the zodiacs, they're very hard workers, they're earth. So when we think earth, we're money, materialism, homes, you know, all these things that humans desire, that think that they will be fulfilled by, that's all our earth stuff, okay? And they, you know, along with the bullheadedness, they can be uncompromising. They will not compromise. So just have a little compassion for your 4s if they're acting out of the lower frequencies of this energetic number 4. All right, so will I go through that again? They're patient, persevering. Oh, this is another negative trait. They're boring. I was reading through my little list and that's right. A negative trait is they're boring because they get so caught in the earth. They might be in workaholism. So to others, it's like, oh, they've got nothing to talk about other than their work. So really, it is important for the 4s to balance this energy, to not go too hard, too over the top with hard working and all of the specifics, because the 4 is a square. I haven't got enough hands to make a square. But the Chinese, they don't like this number 4 because it's got sharp, pointy edges. It doesn't flow. They love the number 8. The number 8 flows. The number 4, it's sharp, right? And which to me, I think, well, wow, you know, all of these vibrational energies of the number 4. I live in number 13. The block number equals a 4, right? So I can't get away from the 4. I've been living, every time I would go to look at a place, only 4s will pop up. My friends all live in 4s, right? But it's interesting because, you know, I'm not, even though I'm a Capricorn, I've been a very rebellious natured person. I've been as a Mars and Aquarius, and, you know, learning the energy of this number 4, I have fought so hard. I have fought so hard to not have that structure and boring, you know. I wanted the excitement of life. I think we all do. And it's taken a while for me to accept the limitations of life. If you're a big thinker, you know, you can't have everything. We can't have everything. And that is the lesson for the number 4s, right? So another thing, if you're going to a party or a nightclub or you're expecting some wild gathering and the energy of the address or whatever equals number 4, Well, you know, forewarned is forearmed. You want a quiet night, you know, with no chaos, go for your number 4 energy. Yeah. So the color of the 4 is gray. So it's not a bright color. You know, the color of the 8 is black, and then we get into gray when we go to the number 4. Those two numbers, 4 and 8, they are co-joined. Everybody who's an 8, look around and see who's a 4. Everybody who's a 4, look around and see who's an 8. They're karmic buddies energetically. Okay. And if you're an 8, you need the 4s, and if you're a 4, you need the 8s. The two do go together energetically. So let's think about not the 4 people, the vibration of the energy, so you can understand the energy of it. It's solid, rock solid. Yeah, rock solid. That's rock solid. It's enduring. It's going to last a long time because it's been made well with patience. Remember? And it's been planned well with patience. And 4s love to look back at what they've done, and they get really chuffed about what they've done. They get good day's work, good job done, a lot of satisfaction in getting the job done. That's why they persevere so slowly, because a good job is worth celebrating. They're stable. So if you're looking for that stable energy, that is it. The number 4, rock solid, enduring, disciplined, not chaotic, disciplined, hearth and home. A safe, secure home. Number 4 energy, very traditional, which makes sense with all of these details and earthy manifestation of materialism. So they're traditional, and this energy is a traditional energy, and it's a slow and steady energy. If you're a 5, you may get very frustrated around this energy because it is so earthed. And 5 is, woohoo, we will look at number 5. So some numbers, energies, may not be very comfortable in the 4. And that's okay. That's okay. It's just not your jam. All right. But understanding the 4 is what we're all about here. So we can have some compassion, and we can move away from polarity and what's right and what's wrong. Everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy. It's quantum. And the better we know the energies, the easier it is to get through life, have choices, to not be blown by the wind. So 4s, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. They're quite happy to just plod along. They do not need heaps of people patting them on the back. That's not why they're doing it. They're doing it because they have that inbuilt, rock solid, steady, reliable, dependent energy. That's who they are. And they appreciate that in others, obviously. So I think that is it. The tarot card is the Emperor card. But if you think 4, think earth energy. Think earth. All right. So that's it for number 4. Please leave any other traits or what have you. If you're a 4 and you know more than what I've said today, please put it in for our viewers. And I will pop the number 8 in the top of the description box. So if you missed that video, you can go and have a look at that. It'll be in the top of this description box, and you can watch the 8 and the 4 together, and how powerful are those two. If you had an evolved 8 and evolved 4, whoa, wow, peace on earth. Yeah. However, a lot of the leaders who are 4s have gotten sidetracked and probably aren't here morally for the benefit of others. Yes, they've used the 4 energy to create industry, you know, huge wealth. They've used the 4 energy. However, you know, not always, but in the last 50, 60 years, that energy has been used for selfish purposes rather than the beautiful moral 4 energy, you know, that it is. All right, guys, that's it for today, and that's your lesson on number 4. I probably haven't finished with number 4. I'm sure once I get through all the other numbers, we can come back and have another look. But just know 4 square, rock solid energy. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe. I'm just a growing channel. I'm here to help. And like, of course. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Bless you all.